We join all Russians in celebrating this successful operation. We sincerely congratulate and perhaps even thank our security officers for their efforts.
Yesterday, the United Kingdom and the European Union announced sanctions against Russia, accusing it of orchestrating cyber attacks aimed, in their view, at sowing chaos and discord across Europe. Among these alleged cyber assaults is the attack on the Polish power grid in December last year. How might the Kremlin respond to these new sanctions?
We do not accept these accusations. As you know, for many years now, Russia has been accused of things it has no involvement in. These allegations are always unfounded. They lack reason, and we are rarely provided with any evidence. As for sanctions, we have always considered them illegal. We've adapted to the tens of thousands of sanctions imposed on our country, learning how to circumvent them and minimize their negative impact. We will continue to do so. We do not recognize and categorically reject the imposition of sanctions against the messenger. We consider such actions to be utterly absurd and indicative of the repressive nature of those imposing them. I would remind you that Max is not the only messenger facing repressive measures in European countries. You know which other messaging service I am referring to. Therefore, the Europeans' approach is not genuinely democratic, but rather repressive. We remain convinced that, despite these sanctions, our messenger will continue to develop rapidly and successfully.
German Chancellor Friedrich Merz stated on 13th of July that Russia would not take part in developing security guarantee mechanisms for Ukraine, and that the specifics of how these guarantees would be formalized would be decided by Ukraine and its partners, not Moscow. Overall, would you like to know how the Kremlin assesses such statements, and whether there are any diplomatic contacts with the EU regarding a peaceful resolution in Ukraine?
Thank you for this question. I believe it is the most important of all the questions raised today. Why? Because Chancellor Merz's statement demonstrates that the European position is dead-end. It is impossible to establish security guarantees without Russia's involvement. And if this is truly the Europeans' firm stance, and they insist on it, then the prospect of European countries participating in any settlement process is entirely ruled out.
1, 0, liftoff.
Every day, history unfolds.
Chance to change the lives of millions of people for the better. That's what I came into politics.
A decision is made. A question is asked. A protest begins. A missile is launched. A treaty is signed.
Change political structures in this country for a long time to come. It is deeply humbling.
A vote is counted. The world changes.
We will have to raise our voices.
We oppose violence. Hate, it is not a solution. We demand accountability from the government.
Are we ready?
But before the headlines, before the debates, before the opinions, there is the moment itself. The words that were spoken.
By 2008, we knew that Epstein was a convicted sexual abuser. How was that not a deal breaker for the president?
If you, Congresswoman, asked Bill Clinton that.
The people who lived it. The images that tell the story. Because the closer you are to the event, the closer you are to the truth. At APT, we believe news should begin where history happens, not where the arguments begin.
Or do you want to go there?
That's why we bring you the moments that matter. Accurate, powerful, timely, so you can see more, understand more, and decide for yourself. Accurate, powerful, timely,